Hey, welcome back to TRC Retro Programming. Uh, you know, I decided to make a short video to let you guys see how CoCo Ultimate is shaping up. I've been busy working on Tales of Suburbia. I'm trying to finish it, and I'm almost done with stage 2, part 2, and I'm working backward. Next will be stage 2, part 1, and then stage 1. It's going to take a while to do, but I've almost have working stage 2, part 2. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about Ultimate. So it's slow. That's for sure. I'm in P mode 1, and uh, I'm not using P copy, and I'm not using get input. This is just being drawn and redrawn, and I might be okay with the slowness for now, just so I can get a working platform. But I could make him take steps, but he's not taking any steps right now. I could do that pretty easily, but this is about how fast it goes. And what this is up here are his hit points. So it's more like a hit. You know what I think I'm going to do is, for right now, I'm going to make it like a bar. In a lot of video games, you'll have a life bar. So this is his life bar. And he only has 2 life bars right now, but if he takes a hit, it'll go down to 1. So let me, and I just did this video on the spur of the moment. I didn't plan this at all. So I don't have a working, I don't have a printout in front of me. But here's the line I need to change, line 25. We're going to make pretend his hit points suddenly, he took a hit and his life bar went down by 1. So now he has 1 life bar, as you can see right there, and it follows him wherever he goes. My idea was to have it above like this, and then I thought I'd have it on the side, but that wouldn't make a lot of sense either. For some reason, I was envisioning having a number above each character or each enemy to denote their hit points. But now that I think of it, it would be a lot easier, and I changed my mind a lot, to make an area down here that says knight. He's a knight. I used the same caricature, or whatever you want to call it, as I did for Ghost Saga, except for in P Mode 1 it's way finer resolution. So in Ghost Saga he'd be like about that tall, and here he's like, it's just like half the size in height and width. But I need to use P Mode 1. I just want to. I haven't done much in P Mode 1. So I think I'm going to draw a line here and put knight, and then have a power bar versus hit points. Or I don't want to go through having to make a font. It would be a lot easier just to have a hit bar, power bar, and then the enemy will have power bars. And if, like, say a snake appears and there's 3 snakes, it'll say like snake one, or just snake one, snake two, something like that. And they'll each have their own power bar. But this is as far as I've gotten, guys. I haven't worked on. I was working on this like crazy, and then I stopped because it was just. It took me 2 hours just to figure this out. So I had to step back from it because I wanted the hit points above the guy, and I had to figure out um, how to do that. And now it seems like it was just a bad idea in the first place. Um, so if his hit points were restored to 2, now he has 2 up there. So it wasn't a total flop, but I think I'm gonna make a bar down here versus having his bar follow him around. That wouldn't make any sense. Thought about putting it on the side of his body. That wouldn't make any sense either. Better to have a separate area for that. So I think I'm gonna enclose this with mountains and have the hit points down here. But the other thing is it's really slow. If I want to cast a spell, I press cast, and I can select which spell I want to cast, and then hit the space bar, and then return to the game. I don't know what's going on here. There was some conflict there. That was weird. Let's see. I don't know why there was 4 bars like that. I don't know what that was about. That was really weird. But so it's slow. The problem is here is that it's slow, and there's no real way to fix it because of the P copy limitations. I don't know if there's a way to do the cut and paste and everything because I'm using a full screen here, and we have limited pages. I mean, we have limited screens. There's only 2 screens. It's like I really can't do the copy paste and all that because we don't have enough screens. The second screen I can use for sprites, but I'm not really using any sprites right now. I'm just I'm doing this a different way, and as you can see, he has a sword versus the axe that the other guy had. Because at the beginning of this game it shows sword, so he's using a sword. He can't go up and down right now. It's not plugged in, but you know what? I might be able to do that right now. Let's see what that would take to do live like this. I hate this scroll. This is this horrible editing feature. It's just almost it's a nightmare to try to use. I mean, they couldn't have done a worse job, I'm telling you. So if I wanted to make them go up and down, I'd have to copy these 2 lines. And there's a lot on there. But if I renumber this, I'd need to make 33, 34. I'd need to renumber it like this. And then I'd have to have line 34. Let's list this again. Right, stop it right here. So 33. Oh, wait a minute. List 31. So 33 would have to say the same thing, but it would say if K equals 63, that means going downward, then draw BM dollar sign, and BM dollar sign is it's I broke it up into a BM dollar sign variable string. It's just a variable string, and so actually, how did I do this? Yeah, I don't know. I can't even, this is a while ago, so I'm not sure what I did here. It'll come back to me. I can tell you the KO dollar sign. I have to print this code out and study it because it, like I said, it got really complicated, and I had to take a break because it was just so complicated. But it's really not that bad. I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say here, but I'm just trying to copy this. It's all the same, but I'm just doing K now, which is downward. So KO dollar sign. It's an eraser string. I mean, it's an eraser string, yeah. And then the BM dollar sign. I think it's defined at the end as to where the character's coordinates are. I'm not doing a very good job at explaining this. I know. And that's because I've been away from this for a while, but I'm gonna have to fix this so it's it's presentable. A lot of times I do things and then I go back and I'm not sure how I did it. And this is one of those times. I'll tell you basically what's going on here. So if I push the joystick down now, and let's see if this works first. Nope. I press it down and he's going to the right, so I have to change something here. It's I have to change this coordinate. It's to Y right here. Alright. Let's run this again. There he goes. He's going down now. Left and right. I don't have up, so I'll do up now. So it's just basically the same thing. If K equals 0, which is going up, means it's minusing, then draw BM dollar sign, and at the end, I can put a 2 here, I think, because it's character number 2. I don't know. Let me just leave this for a minute. I'm gonna have to see how I define BM dollar sign. But what it's basically doing is it's finding where the character was last, and that's where it knows to start drawing. And then plus KO dollar sign means erase that, the last known coordinate, so it gets erased as soon as I hit the joystick. And now we redraw him. That's what this is. Draw BM $sign. I don't know why there's a 2 here, but it's the same thing as this one. So let's. I have. It's very complicated, and I'm not sure how I did this. But okay, so now it's going to redraw in a new position. Or actually, you know what this is? This is the hit points above his head. So it's erasing those now. So I have to take that out of there. That's what's screwing this up. I have too much in here. It was way too complicated, and I have to fix it. And this is the reason I make some of these videos, is because if I don't like, sometimes I forget why I did some of these things in the first place and what is messing it up. So just pretend this isn't here. So it's going to erase the current position with this eraser string. That's what the KO is. Then we're going to take 5 off of the current position. I'm not sure what the Go sub 84 is, but I think it redefines the string for BM. And then we just simply redraw BM $sign CHHP. This will work once I get it fixed. And then we're redrawing in the new position. And K $sign means the knight with his with the character. So we can go in any direction now. So as he journeys around the landscape, this is about the speed this guy is going to go. It's just a slow computer. 1 megahertz is not a lot to work with. But I think this is comfortable enough where it's not too bad. I mean, if I wanted to speed it up, I could try to speed it up 30, 34. I need 31, 32, edit 31. I could speed it up by changing this to a 10 and doing that for each line. And we'll see how much faster it goes. So again, I have to change this to a 10. And same thing for 2 more lines, guys, and let's see. I mean, this could be a fun game. I want to actually get this to work. This is probably going to be the biggest thing I've ever attempted. Well, not the biggest, but the most, I don't know, he goes faster now. So that's a better clip. That's a lot faster. That's a lot faster. But I can make it even faster if I get rid of. Let's see. I don't know what 84 is. What is 84 here? That is the this. Let's see. This is where I define the BM $sign. It has to be redefined every single time, or it'll use the old variables. But if I edit, is it 30? no, edit 31, and I get rid of, it's doing too many things. We can speed it up even more by getting rid of the hit points above his head. Because that's, we're going to go all the way down to the X right here, right here. I'm going to find where that is. Right there. Edit 32. Because that'll be one less thing it has to print on the screen when he walks. You don't want it printing, printing, printing. Let's see how much faster this goes. And I just have to get to that X, and I'm almost there. So I did it for the left and right. Let's see if he goes faster. Oh, Jesus. I left part of it in there. The H is still in there. Let's try running that. Oh yeah, he goes way faster without all that garbage up there. But I don't know why it's still printing it up there. Oh, you know what? We're going to edit that line again. This is going to be a pure programmer's lovers video, because now it goes so big. I don't know why it's still drawing up there. I got rid of it. How can that still be drawing that? I don't understand why that is still drawing that. Oh, this is so hard to program. It's so hard to manipulate this. Main controls. Oh, you son of a... You know what? I don't know why. Or how. Here it is. It's I think I gotta get rid of line 38 because it's going to 75 and it's redrawing that all over again. Alright, edit 38. We don't want that in there to where it's I'm gonna put that on hold and run it. Now, so when I go to the side, it's not drawing that anymore. It's not drawing it whatsoever. See how much faster this is going now? Now I just have to make them take steps. So if I get rid of, I have to get rid of the same thing in 33 and 34 if you want to stick around. I have to get down to that X. It's right, or now it's a Y. So we're doing all the way down to the Y. Here it is. One more line. Get rid of all of this. Come on, read a couple more. Right there. Now, see how much faster this is? It's not redrawing that all the time. So anybody could play this now. We're walking. I just have to make them take steps, and we're gonna have a nice game going on here. And he fits. It looks like he fits in there perfectly. I get lucky a lot like that. And then down here, he fits in by one line, by one pixel. Over here, he doesn't fit in that well. A couple pixels. I could. Over here. This is going to be a cool game if I can get it to work the way it's supposed to. Or I can get it to work, function. So basically, I don't know if I'm going to have a separate fight box or if I'm just going to have random enemies on the screen. I'm leaning towards random enemies because I want to make it as least complicated as I can. Have a life bar down here for the guy, and you might not know, you'll just have to go by the strength of the enemy as explained in the manual, and only his hit bar will be displayed. So the enemy might take one hit, might take two, depends on if you cast a spell or if you use your sword. The thing is, he's not swinging his sword. I would have to figure out some way he might swing the sword. So say there's an enemy right here. He might have to, since he only swings his sword in one direction, if he wants to, maybe pretend this point there is an enemy, and the enemy is moving around. He might have to get like here and swing the sword. If he wants to cast the spell, he'd have to cast it in that direction, or he could cast the spell in any direction. So he's safe from being hit. Like, say if this was a snake, the only way you can get hit by a snake is if it touches you. So he could swing at the snake by coming around like this if he has no spell power. But if he has spell power, he could stand way back here and shoot a fireball at him. And so I think that's the direction I'm going to go. So we keep it simple. I've never done this before, which is what I was trying to say. It's a huge thing for me because I'm not that familiar with it. But the lesson that I got from Ghost Saga was a good one. And I think I'll use the P point for the sword hits. And if he casts a spell, he'll have to hit, a certain, it'll be detected. And I think that's the best avenue for this game. And it'll be adventure role-playing. So I don't know why that happened. That's a new one. It must be. I don't know why that's happening. I'm being redrawn, and it's leaving this here. So I'll have to fix that. It's like when I abort the spell, it redraws him in the center of the screen instead of in his current position. So I'll have to fix that too. It's like it's not updating in the current position. It's updating in the start position. So that's all I really have. I just decided to do this video because I had a little bit of extra time, and I wanted to reach out with a video since it's been a while. And if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. Um, I might find a way to replace the sword with another weapon if he finds another weapon. I know Curtis Boyle had done, what is it called? The Olympic decathlon, where the guy was running with a torch. So Curtis, if you have any input on how I could switch weapons, I might have to, um, I might have to have another string to do that, to draw the weapon. And the computer will know which weapon I have, and it'll make it stronger or weaker. And I'll just have to, and when he swings it, that'll be a separate string. You know, everything in this game is based on, there's no get and put, and there's no p copy, and that's the way I wanted it, and this is the way I'm going to keep it for this app here. Everything is based, and I'm showing you the code. The only sprite that I have is the knight, so I don't even have to go this far, because, you know, I had a KO, which is a knight off, which erases current position, and the K is the drawstring and the eraser string, but I only really need a drawstring. I can get rid of this completely, and I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna thin the program out a lot because there's too much crap in there, and I'm going to get rid of all the junk and start over and print it out and really look at this, analyze it, because you can draw infinite, and I can't pause this thing at the right places. It's such a pain to use. It drives me nuts. But you can add as many strings as you want. You can execute a substring. So just because line, for example, I can take the C1 out of there, and I can just make $K equal to the sprite itself, and the C can be put in an addition. Like if I don't specify C1, it'll be invisible, and you know, you can manipulate draw. That's what I like about it. So when it's drawing, like here, we're drawing, this is where he starts off in a set position in the middle of the screen, and then I just put plus $K, and that's it, and I'm done, and it draws it. It knows what $K is equal to. And then, like when we're in the joystick, it's the same thing. I'm not even putting a BM because the BM is being defined in the Go sub. Well, it's being defined here as the last position, the last time it Go sub, and then when the variable changes, it has to Go sub and redefine the string position, or BM will be in the last position. So you could put draw your BM plus a C1. Literally, you would just put, and I did this, and I don't remember, let's see here, I think it's down here, right here. You don't even have to put it in a string. You just put draw, you put your definition of BM as defined down here, and then all you have to do is put BM $. But I have it subscripted twice. This is the character in question, and this is, I'm gonna have to change this though, because I'm gonna do it a different way. I think I might not subscript it twice. I might just use the characters since I'm not drawing these numbers anymore, because that was screwing it up. But basically, to get back to this, once you have your cursor position, then you can add a color. Literally, that's it. And then you can add your draw string and do it that way, so I can get rid of the KO $sign. It's just repetitive. I don't even need that there. So draw, that's it. This is advanced draw theory, basically, is what this is for you guys that don't know. Draw is really powerful, and you know, to me, it's just as good as or better than get input. It's not good. Anything's better. You know, they all work. It's just what application do you need to use? Do you need to use pcopy? Do you need to use get put? Do you need to use a combination of those two? Do you need to use draw? Do you need to use pset? It depends, you know. And so for this, I'm just going to keep it real simple, and the game will get produced faster than all the garbage that is just hanging it up. So the next update to this should reflect a lot of the things I just talked about. And that's it for right now. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one, and I'll see you on the next video. Don't forget to leave any comments down at the bottom. I love to hear what you have to say. Okay? Alright, that's it.